The sound better be good. Otherwise, it was supposed to happen. Anyway, welcome everybody. Today we're going to be either discussing a lot of topics in one video, if it's going to go fast enough, or it's just going to be one, maybe two. I got a list of what I want to cover. And first, I hope also you're doing all right. I hope that you can allow yourself to feel like you're okay, and I hope that you realize you are enough as you are, and I hope that that's the energy with which you will approach life forever from now on, if that's not been the case so far. And now, yeah, right. Attachment kills your soul. Attachment kills your soul. Depending on how you want to look at attachment, because you also can look at attachment as attachment to the divine, which would mean that's a good thing. So it would actually be a good thing. But I'm looking at attachment here from the classical spiritual lens, I guess, where it's viewed as something unhealthy because it comes from a place of dependency and feeling of needing something. So that's what I'm referring to, and that kills your soul. Dependency, because you really needn't depend on anything, and that's the whole story, really. The reason why you don't need to depend on anything is because you are enough, and we're all the same. Everything is really the same, so nothing is really different from anything else. It's just that your ego and your perception of self, your I, which is the higher you, tries to conceptualize itself into self, which is what you would refer to as yourself, because it is your self, and that keeps you away from unity, and that's where separation happens. But really, we're all the same. It's everything the same. So it's an illusion of truth to think that you need something else, because there isn't something else. There really can't be anything else. And there never was anything else. It's nothing new under the sun, no matter how hard you try. So it's all energy, vibration, all these things. Even science knows it today. So you can't really, or knows it, claims it, whatever. You can't really go wrong there. And yeah, that's why you don't need anything, and that's why attachment is an illusion itself, basically. It's all feelings, and this is the worst feeling, probably, because it's the furthest away you can get from truth. Even though you can't really escape from truth, but you can try, and this is the trying. This is the effort of trying to escape from the truth, the dependency or attachment or neediness, whatever you want to call it. I hope you get the point. Yeah, kills your soul, because it makes you suffer. Why would you, you don't want to suffer, really. But at the same time, it's like, you kind of do in this life. You kind of do. In this life, it's like, yeah, it's like we want to kind of suffer, and then kind of like, because we kind of, well, first of all, we want to be separate. We want to feel like we're separate, which allows us to suffer, and which allows us to connect with other individuals who suffered in similar ways, or at least we can connect somehow through our suffering, and through that we get back to unity, right? It's a loop, And it's just, it's a fucked up way of having fun. We're having fun, really. That's what life is about. And you came here to have fun. That's all. You came here to have fun. And this is how you have fun. But you need to realize you're having fun. You need to realize the truth of it all. And you should never suppress your feelings, whatever they are. So however that makes you feel, you need to accept it, and then see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. Only 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, supposedly. Not that much time. But so I will add the second half. I don't know how I will combine this. This will be a long ass title, but whatever. And because of that, the heaven you chase after will fail. Well, that is because if you chase after heaven, then it will fail. You cannot, no matter. Did my keys just, yeah. I'm putting it here. So, if you chase after it, it's not for you, because chasing is not for you. It's not about the thing, it's about the feeling. Again, it all boils down to feelings. So it never is for you if you chase after it. And yeah. My nose feels surprisingly empty. That's pretty cool. It's been pretty full these days. Anyway. You gotta let go. That's also what it boils down to. You gotta let go of trying to not be who you already are and always were. Or have been in the past. And who are you? Well, you are your emotions, right? It's all emotions. We will see when you believe it. Watch the Big Les show. It's amazing. Fucking Sassy is an amazing, if he is even a character. But that's a way out there conspiracy. But anyway, yeah. You can't chase after anything. You can't chase after it because everything is already there. So, yeah. It feels really difficult to be extensive on these topics because they're like, it's so simple. Life is so simple. It's all so simple. But the perception or the notion that we are not enough, it's that many of us get to it, if not most of us, and maybe all of us. I hope not. I hope there are people who did never get to it, that notion of conceptualizing themselves that way throughout their whole lifespan. But yeah, vast majority of us at some point believe we're not enough, and that makes life feel so heavy. But we try to hide it, we try to suppress it, we try to act like it's normal because you see it everywhere else. So holy smokes, and it just feels like it's supposed to be normal because you're not looking inward anymore at that point. You're just looking outward for validation or clarification or reassurance, because feeling inward doesn't feel safe anymore. Most people don't feel safe looking inward, really. They try to, that's why they're blind to themselves. That's why that's why so many people feel like they have to be dependent on external sources, because it's that illusion of having to be or having to do so, because you feel like you're not enough, but it's not true. And if you would look inside, if you really cared to look inside, if you weren't afraid to look inside, if you felt safe, then you would know that it's the truth. But what we carry inside usually is like a long history of self-neglect and immoral behavior, unfortunately, because of that very self-neglect and not being in touch with our values, that once we finally choose to do so, or we would find out that there's a lot of negative feelings, a lot of unpleasant, intense emotions that, frankly, um, well, are not what our ego wants. So it just not doesn't feel safe because it will overwhelm you. It will totally overwhelm you, especially if you do it like all at once or a lot of it at once. So yeah. So interesting. There were like flies above my phone, and they were kind of irritating me because I'm talking right now, like they were irritating me because I was afraid of them, because I thought I knew what they were going to do to me. Like I thought they were going into my nose and mouth and eyes and everything. But I was like, wait, but I actually have no idea what the future is going to hold, and I don't deserve for the future to be bad for me because I'm enough. So I just kind of like, oh, they're back, kind of. But whatever, I just kind of looked into them and they disappeared. Is that what you would call coincidence, even though it doesn't really exist? You'll see it when you believe it, man. It really is that way. It really is that way. And then it's so, I understand it, but it's so baffling when we like believe some feats of some feats in general are greater than others, even though they're not, because it's everything all the same. If you wake up from bed, or if you fucking start a fire with just your mind or whatever, it's all the same thing, because it's all energy. Maybe the only difference is its perceived form or whatever, but it's the same thing. It's all energy, bro. It's all shifting of energy, if even that. At least a perceived shift. I am. How long are we going on? For almost 30 minutes. I feel like I should make longer videos because they would get more views and I want more views, but at the same time, my goal is to like connect with people and have people that actually are, them, and have friends, feeling like, there are people who really like give a fuck because they care about themselves, so they're not going to get involved in with something that they're not willing to care about as much as they care about themselves, or at least almost as much, or with the same attitude, with love, So that's what I want. Oh, that's what I would like. Because if I chase after it, then it's not for me. But I would definitely very much appreciate it if it happened. And then there's the ego, which wants the views, the fucking everything, the fucking money, the fucking fame, the fucking all the fucking things that you think you should have because that's what you see to be claimed around you. Having no idea if it's true or not, unless or until you look inside and just to see that it's a lie. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird temperature in terms of in the degrees Celsius. Like the temperatures that I feel would be like 18 to 23, yeah, 22, 23 are like so weird because it's like sometimes you want to pull your shirt off. Like now I would be like, I would pull my shirt off. Sorry, I would put my jacket off, but it just wouldn't feel that cool to have a shirt on, you know? Even though it's sunny, it's still though kind of windy and it's just weird. When it's like at least 25 degrees plus, that's where it feels like, yeah, we're on, you know? Especially when it's at least 27. For me personally, 27 to 32 is the golden spot. Like 29 degrees Celsius. I know, why not 30? I don't know. I just feel like 30 sometimes maybe a little bit too much. But when you say 29, I don't know. It just feels different. It just feels different. Not just the number, but the experience I feel I have with that temperature. When the weather broadcast, whatever, was stating that's the temperature that it is or whatever, I just feel like it's just more pleasant, noticeably for me. Thanks for paying attention to this part as well, though. Yeah, this will be it for this video.